Hi, Doctor. We are from Group 1. We are going to present our mini project of packaging engineering with title of Handy Carrier for Fast Food. The table has shown the group member and also the matrix number. Let's start our presentation. Chapter 1, Introduction. Product packaging, in fact, is a growing global industry that supports logistical and marketing functions of business. The primary functions of food packaging is to protect, sterilize, and preserve the food content during handling, trading, transportation, and also storage. Packaging technologies have chosen different packaging materials in combination with various types of treatments that prepare and help to stabilize the food, with storage advice also add to prolong the shelf life of the food product. Packaging design should provide options that facilitate product usage. For example, provide ways to open or close the package easily. Support a way in which the product can be poured from the package or supporting consumption directly from the package. So for this design project, we are going to design the handy carrier for the fast food. Fast food is firmly established in our life and not everyone can receive the temptation to test it, but the wrapping materials for the fast food are often neglected. Generally, wrapping paper for fast food packaging can be made of materials such as paper, polypropylene, polyethylene, polyvinyl chloride, ethylene vinyl alcohol, and also some of the biodegradable materials. Paper-based wrapping paper utilize raw materials such as kraft paper and specialty papers like greaseproof papers, wet-coated papers, and also the foil papers. The multinational food service companies such as McDonald's, KFC, Burger King have adopted paper-based packaging solutions and eliminate plastic packaging solutions. The pictures have shown the paper-based wrapping paper for the fast food and normally is using the cotton unbleached kraft paperboard and it is extensively applied for the packaging of millions of fast food sold every day. Chapter 2, Food Materials section.
For this project, we are choosing a set of burger in order to develop and design new package system. Usually, a set of burger contain the French fries, hamburger, and soft drink. For the French fries, it will have a better taste when being served in hot and having the texture of crispiness. The crispiness of the fry can be described when it creates the crispy on the outside, but soft and fluffy on the inside. However, heat and moisture are the factors that affect the taste and texture of fries. When present of the heat, it creates the crispiness of the fries. This happens because during the presence of heat, the starch will swell with the water. However, as fries getting cooled down, the fries become soggy, which the taste will be unsatisfying to consume. This happens when the water that was on the inside will migrate to the outside. Therefore, to ensure the consumer get the best quality of the fries should be served warm food as it gives more flavor than cold food. Next, moisture is one of the factors that could affect the texture of the fries. Any fried food eventually loses its crisp due to the moisture. Since the fries was being served as a warm food, steam wanting to escape from rapidly cooling fries is condensed within the crust of the fries. If the steam will not escape properly, it will eventually make the fries become soggy, as moisture is going right back into the fries. This is the reason why most of the French fries served in open pack to ensure the steam was being escaped. So no more moisture is going right back into the fries, while the fry will stay crispy. In making a hamburger, the raw materials such as hamburger patty and buns are being cooked first in order to make the quick service before the customer have placed the order. As the customer place the order, all the ingredients are transmitted immediately to the area where the hamburger are assembled using a specially designed computer system. Throughout this process, the consumer will get the fresh product delivered quickly and made to the exact specifications of the customer wants. Therefore, to retain the freshness of the hamburgers, some specifications is required, such as a thermal insulations, which we want to retain the heat for longer in order keeping the food warm and fresher for longer, while being grease proof. Next, normally when serving the hamburger, it must be a closed pack because the bun is sensitive to the air. If the bun is exposed too much to the air, the texture of bun will begin change and start getting harder and won't be unsatisfying to consume. This happens because the bun has a high amount of starch on it, and it can quickly crystallize when it being exposed too much or being left out at room temperature. The formation of crystal causes the bun to dry out faster, leaving the edge hard, crunchy, tasteless, and difficult to bite. So, it was recommended that the hamburger was being packed in closed pack in order to have a bun being soft and fresh tasting. The soft drink is commonly served together with the fast food meals. The most common of soft drink that can be found include Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, and so on. This kind of the soft drink is ideally being served with ice and let them stay cool longer for getting a better taste. Therefore, the ideal cup to serve the kind of drink are to make sure the liquids inside will not be leaking out or soaking through the cup. Then protect the outside layer of the cup from weakening due to the condensation or sweating, or else the cup will become soggy due to the condensations.
Hi, my name is Norsha Zani Jamaluddin. My metric number is 186885. Next, I will explain about the packaging material that we choose for our handy carrier. Generally, paperboard is one of the most common types of material being used in every industry, including food industry, and can be very flexible as it can come in a variety of paper grades, such as solid dish sulfate, coated unbleached craft paperboard, uncoated recycled paperboard, and also coated recycled paperboard. So each of these paper grade has their own characteristic depending on their application. Therefore, the most suitable material for our handy carrier we choose is coated unbleached craft paperboard, which is UK. Why? I will explain in the next slide. First of all, let's get know what is UK. CUK is 2 or 3 plate paperboard made from chemical pulp long softwood fibers with a thin layer of hardwood fibers added to the top layer for better smoothness. It is brown craft color where the top layer was coated with an opaque titanium base coating for printing. So as you can see, the photo here is the example of CUK paperboard. The white color is the smooth surface, which is for printing, and the brown color inside is the original or natural color of CUK, which is the one that contact with food. Other than that, CUK may also be coated with polyethylene PE resin for wet strength food packaging. For your information, when paperboard is coated with PE resin, it means that the board can be used for food safe packaging. Next, CUK offers a superior tear, tensile and compression strength with very good cutting and gluing properties compared to others type of paperboard. Basically, CUK is the most top demand for packaging. CUK is made from sustainable renewable resources using a furnish of at least 80% virgin unbleached natural wood pulp with up to 20% recycled content. Next, I will talk about the several aspects that need to be considered when choosing the packaging material, especially for food. First of all, is it CUK safe for food? The answer is yes, because it is proven by many researchers or journal or article which it is safe for direct food contact and perform very well in frozen food application. The example major markets that use CUK are heavy duty packaging, frozen food packaging, beverage carrying containers, and pharmaceutical packaging. So from the example that I mentioned just now, it shows that many food industry use CUK paperboard for their product. Next is the behavior of the packaging material changes under different conditions. The answer is no. Why? Because this type of board is very strong and durable, which is the stiffness leads to high resistance to tearing, making the board become more durable. During handling the fast food, the handy carrier actually can undergo a cool and hot state condition, which the cool one comes from the soft drink and the hot state is generated from burger and fries, which this evaporating process may lead to absorption of water into the paperboard. However, this process does not change the behavior of the packaging material because of high composition of fiber inside the CUK. So basically, a fiber can provide more thermal insulation to the CUK paperboard, which may interfere any rapid cooling and heating process. Next, is the food inside affected by the food packaging? The answer is also no, because the space that provided inside the handy carrier is big and safe enough for burger and French fries. The foods may not experience such as a big dent or mixing to each other during rough handling the fast food, since the structure of handy carrier is such a house. Besides, UK has the highest strength and thickness which can withstand with the weight comes from the food and soft drink. Besides, soft drink also be able to hanging on the handy carrier without worrying it to spill out or fall down. Testing. Paperboard testing is important to the industry because of demands placed upon it for a wide range application. For CUK paperboard, there are some tests to be carried out at the end of the manufacturing, such as bursting strength test, box compression test, and scuff resistance test. So the first test is called bursting strength test. The bursting strength test is the test on the paperboard strength when the paperboard is subjected to pressure. Why this test is carried out? Because to determine the exact weight of paperboard can carry and the behavior of paperboard during rough handling. The second example of testing is box compression test. This test is to measure the stacking strength of a pallet load. The purpose of this test is to test how much load the box can take on top of it before it gets deformed and the extent to which it gets deformed. Next testing is scuff resistant test. So this kind of testing is handled to check durability of printed or painted boxes to resist abrasion. The main reason is to ensure printed text on cardboard box can sustain rubbing or wearing. Last but not least, CUK has a lot of benefits, especially for food carrying. First, UK offers strength and durability to house products of all shapes and sizes while also offering flexibility. Easy to cut and form, it is both lightweight and strong, which makes it ideal for packaging. Second, CUK paperboard packaging is appealing to consumers. Why? It is because due to processes that make the surface printer friendly and the ability to either bleach it white or dye the board to desired colors, companies actually can make their products with bright, fresh writing and image. This is the key as packaging catch consumers' eyes on the store shelf and also internet ads. Last one, as UK paperboard packaging is made from renewable resource, which is a variety of trees that are replanted to ensure a sustainable supply and recovered paper. The US grows more wood than it harvests. There are 20% more trees in the US now than there were in 1970. According to the US Environmental Protection Agency (EPA), paper and paperboard packaging accounts for nearly three-quarters of packaging materials recovered for recycling in the US. That is more than any other packaging material. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Chapter 4, Packaging Design, Appearance section.
Okay, for the packaging design and appearance part, I and Zalifah will present about it. Okay, for the appearance of the design. The appearance of the design of the products give impacts to customers to make their choice. And then the concern of appearance in this packaging design is necessary to encourage people to be more interested to consume the food by using the packaging design that we do. And then this food packaging design have two compartments whereby food is at the upper part and the cup of drinking water is at the bottom part. And the two compartments at the upper part can serve many types of food, especially fast food like burger, french fries, sausage sachet, pizza, bread, Maggi, and others fast food. Okay, and then for the identification system, in this packaging it contains the barcode system, in which the barcodes are arrangement of lines utilized to store the data content, such as type of packaging, the size of packaging, the color of the packaging, and the manufacturer of the packaging design. But in this design, the main function of the barcode is the identification system for users to ensure the menus that the consumers orders and the users can know the ingredients inside the menu that we serve. Beside that, this packaging design also have contact number and website, in which the contact number and website act as the customer service. So why is customer service very important? It is because it can help to increase customer loyalty, produce positive word of mouth and about the service, retains the customer, creates a holistic marketing scenario, and increase productivity.
Assalamualaikum and hi, I'm Salifah. I will present about any signage or any symbol that have in our food packaging. This packaging design have a sign of halal certification, which is halal certification plays an important role in food and beverages industry in Malaysia. This certification indicates that the food product is guaranteed in terms of religious compliance, cleanliness and safety, and this will make the halal products to be seen as secure for consumption that created in the hygiene place and utilized as benchmark for quality of the food packaging. Muslim buyers always look to the halal status on the food packaging, which is judged by halal certification and halal symbol. Separated from the Muslim society, there is moreover request from non-Muslim society in Malaysia on halal certified food products. And this is usually that the non-Muslim who are health conscious inclined towards the choice of halal certified premise compared to the ones without it, since halal certified implies the premise practice hygiene and also the safety. Okay, next I will present about the marketing design to attract potential buyers. Since the name for our food packaging is handy to carry fast food packaging for small children, so our potential buyers is more focused on the small children or the kids. So this food packaging have a great design that can attract the people out there, especially their parents that can buy this food packaging for their children to consume. So this food packaging has the colorful design, a nice shape and interesting image of the packaging that can attract the kids to use this food packaging. It also small in size that easy for children to carry their foods. The best part it is actually keeps the food and beverages in the place, okay, in the same place, so that the parents don't have to worry about spillage when their children carry their foods. Therefore, this type of packaging is very convenient, it's easy to carry, and on-the-go packaging for the consumers that will use this food packaging, especially for the children.
Production System section. Process flow of the package. The production of handy-to-carry fast food packaging requires multiples of processing and many complicated equipment for the manufacturing companies. First of all, the recommended material for this packaging is kraft paper or paperboard. Number 1. Paper making process. The making of the sheet of the kraft paper starts like any other paper production methods, which involves the chemically wound into a reel or cut into sheets. Second, die cutting process. The sheets of the kraft paper are cut into desired shape through die cutting process, which cut out the shapes of the packaging by applying pressure cutting. Step number 3. Folding process. The cut out paper cartons are conveyed flat to a packager, which has its own very machinery or equipped carton to form into its final shape as container for a final product. Sometimes folding processes are done manually by staff members. Step number 4. Product filling. The filling process of the food product are done right after the folding process, and sometimes the food are filled manually by the staff members, such as fast food products in this project. Step number 4. Carry fast food packaging. The sealing process provides more convenience to the customers due to the ability to take away their food products without worrying of unwanted incidents such as spilling of the food falls down suddenly. For this packaging, the sealing can be strengthened by placing only a small piece of sellotape at the opening, and now even small children can start to. Case study of one specific process, the folding process. Most of the time, the carton design was printed wrongly or coded incorrectly. There are few experts that have gathered in order to address the challenges that the finisher face when folding or gluing carton's job. Most common challenge faced by finisher, the sheets most of the time come in with a coating over the glue. Experts that have gathered in order to address the challenges that the finisher face when folding or gluing carton's job. Most common challenge faced by finisher, the sheets most of the time come in with a coating over the glue flaps which will not accept the glue. Experts' point of view is that keeping the glue flap or the areas that will receive the adhesive during the folding or gluing, the sheets most of the time come in with a coating over the glue flaps which will not accept the glue. Experts' point of view is that keeping the glue flap or the areas that will receive the adhesive during the folding or gluing of the carton in a blank free of either from printing or coatings. Although there are simple methods which utilize a grinding wheel, which are an electrical tool areas that will receive the adhesive during the folding or gluing of the carton in a blank free of either from printing or coatings. Although there are simple methods which utilize a grinding wheel, which are an electrical tool that can be mounted immediately after the glue flap, pre-breaker in the pre-fold process or section of most of the folder or gluers. In a nutshell, the method which utilize a grinding wheel, which are an electrical tool that can be mounted immediately after the glue flap, pre-breaker in the pre-fold process or section of most of the folder or gluers. In a nutshell, the main factor to a productive scriber or grinding wheel is to have a vacuum dust pickup in order to remove the grinded down excess from the folding or gluing area of most of the folder or gluers. In a nutshell, the main factor to a productive scriber or grinding wheel is to have a vacuum dust pickup in order to remove the grinded down excess from the folding or gluing area, and this is due to the dust itself can actually cause major problems along the road. To remove the grinded down excess from the folding or gluing area, and this is due to the dust itself can actually cause major problems along the road. Production output projection and some cost consideration involved in the production. Production output projection. The packaging design of our group not only reduce the production time but also attractive. The inner part contains separator or compartment in order to provide different compartment for each type of fast food product, and thus this increase the efficiency of the packaging design and attract customers to the packaging itself, especially children. We can conclude that the production output of our packaging will increase the production output significantly. Plus, due to the sudden pandemic, people most of the time order to take away rather than dine in, which can also lead to the increase in the production output. Cost consideration. There are many raw materials that is involved in the packaging production, which only involve paper or cardboard, and this cost can also be even reduced by using a full built equipment or an automated equipment. The cost for the runtime of the equipment can be reduced, and the cost of the manpower can also reduce due to the equipment running Selected production equipment related to the production process. As we can see in this picture, we have an automatic die cutting and creasing machine. The production process for this packaging until the sealing process of the fast food product require industrial equipment and at the same time require manpower such as the manually and sealing process. The die cutting machine can be found as an automated or semi-automated industrial equipment in order to reduce time consumption. The automatic die cutting and creasing machine is one of the most efficient production equipment in order to reduce time consumption and at the same time increase the production output. The equipment has a wide range of adaptability and high precision cutting of only ±0.15 mm, equipped with material that can reduce the paper from easily wear and tear, equipped with a section that allows section which can also reduce the overall operation time and leading to reduction of the operation.
Chapter 6: Distribution, Storage and Qualitization. Distributing and storage of packaging material for fast food, which is the wrapping paper and also the CUK paper board. The packaging materials are kept in warehouse or storage room after processing. Warehousing refers to the storing and assorting products to create time utilities. The main purpose of the warehousing is to arrange the goods placement and provide storage facility to keep the products. The packages are collected by hand or machine at the ends of the packing line. The storage system may comprise of a deep shallow depth paperboard which is subsequently stretched or shrink wrapped in foam, an open-ended corrugated paperboard sheet which is subsequently stretched or shrink wrapped in foam, a corrugated cases with glue or tape closure. These transit packages are usually palletized or alternate layers or being packed in a different pattern and planned to give stability to the lot. The palletized wrapping paper may be further stabilized with strapping or stretched foam. The papers are then stored in warehouse which may not be heated. Storage is usually freestanding, limited to 2 pallets high or in racking. The conditions of the storage area should be as follows. First, the storage area must be dry, clean, tidy, and free from trash, pets, and also animals. Second, the storage area requires to be separate from areas of keeping hazardous materials such as chemical. Third, the packing material should be stored off the floor to prevent contamination and allow space in between packing materials with wall of at least 60 cm for air circulation and ease for access for cleaning, inspection, and also supervision. Fourth, storage area should be properly secured to avoid possible contamination and unauthorized access. To prevent paper from aging during storage, each ream of paper was wrapped in polyethylene plastic film and placed in acid-free cartons or packed in sealed corrugated containers. The film and acid-free cartons can provide a sufficient barriers to avoid chemical interaction between the corrugated container and the wrapping paper samples. The containers that contains of wrapping papers were kept in cold storage area at temperature just above the freezing marks. Thus, the paper was stored cold intact until used. Transportation of packaging materials of fast food to food service companies. Transportation seems to move fast food wrapping papers from points of production and sales to points of consumption in the quantities required at the times needed and at a reasonable cost. The transportation system requires times and price utilities to the packets handled and thus their economic value are increased. To achieve these goals, transportation facility must be adequate, regular, dependable, and equitable in terms of costs and benefits of the facilities and service provided. Transport vehicles and safety handling for packaged fast food. There are a few requirements for transport vehicles during delivering of fast food to the customers. The requirements could include vehicles used to transport the fast food must be designed and constructed to protect the food if there is a likelihood of food being contaminated during transport. The vehicles also need to be designed and constructed so that they are able to be effectively cleaned. The food contact surface in part of the vehicles used to transport food must be cleaned and sanitized. As we know that proper handling of food is essential to ensure the food is safe for customers to consume. To keep hot food safe, keep them at 60 degrees Celsius or above as bacteria grow rapidly between 4 to 60 degrees Celsius. The food should be delivered within hours. The fast food should be held hot at an internal temperature of 60 degrees Celsius or above once it is cooked. Ensure that the delivered order arrives at right destination at the proper service temperature by using insulated food delivering bags or catering bags. Health and safety involved during distribution and storage. Hazard at transit point and storage area is important to be known by all the personnel. The hazard could include trapping points between mechanical handling device and the palletized packaging materials. Fall of a lot, for example, due to poor placement of the lot. Overrun of automated storage machine in horizontal or vertical transfer also considered as a hazard. No vehicle should be loaded beyond its rated capacity or the legal limit of gross weight for that vehicle. The vehicle's floor is checked before loading is started to make sure it is clear of loose objects in good condition and also safe to load. The wrapping papers locks should be properly secured or arranged so that they are safe for both transportation and unloading. Besides, arranged paper locks would not slide forward in the event of certain breaking or move sideways when cornering. And in place a system can be used to check for and to safely deal with any paper locks they may have shipped or in transit. Case studies that I have found for this chapter is about polyfluoroalkyl substances (PFAS) found in fast food wrappers. And the figures have shown the amount of this chemical found in different types of fast food containers. These substances is actually fluorinated chemicals which make things grease and stain resistant, but these substances do not break down over time and lead to health issues. These substances have linked to varieties of human health such as cancers, reproductive problems, immune system damage, and high cholesterol. This typically occurs when people are continuously exposed to small amounts over long periods of time. According to a professor of University of California, Arlene Brumate, there are studies proving that the PFAS come off from food and basically will be consumed by the consumers. The second case study is about accelerated or artificial aging test of pepper. Scientists have developed experimental methods to collect data over weeks or months on how materials may age after years or decades with not just rely on the observation. The first one is temperature aging. It is discovered that when the temperature of the environment to keep the pepper increased, the rate of aging for the pepper also increased. The humidity also could be one of the factors. The essential role that moisture plays in the acid hydrolysis of pebble and accelerate aging of pebble. Artificial aging tests depict that the rate at which pebble degrades increases with time as acidic degradation products accumulate in the pebble. There is also an experiment found that pebble bound in books aging faster loose single sheets of pebble. Is because the moisture content within the pebble contributes to acid hydrolysis and pebble deterioration. In an enclosed airtight environment, the pebble retains the acidic degradation products due to moisture content within the pebble, which accelerate aging process of the pebble. That's all of our presentation for packaging mini project. Thank you.